Do you want to be able to replace Singapore, be like financial hub of Southeast Asia? It's easy. Just wipe them off the map. We are already in like the 2 a.m. conversation territory.
Oh god.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Refresh Step, where you cover yourself for the main step. I'm your host for today, tomorrow, and the foreseeable future, Theodore Lu. And I'm a Totos battle in the UK, and admin of the Battlespace English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki.
Hello.
Hey Ayumu, how are you doing?
Pretty alright.
Yeah, last week feels like really long. Because while I was here, so I can't really like stay asleep like at all. I think because the 2 days before I kind of have to like finish most of my works before Amamiya came over.
Mm-hmm.
And then like Amamiya came, and then like okay, so basically like the moment I met him, okay. So the moment I met him was like we had the dinner, we had the fat barbecue dinner. It's an all-you-can-eat barbecue dinner.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we just went home. It was pretty adventurous because like I did not check, and like turns out like on that day where we went to, because like this barbecue is a kind of, well, it's kind of remote in a way because like it's in Dortmund, but like not really. Basically, it's in one of like the satellite city for Dortmund, and then like yeah, that's a problem. I did not check. Like turns out they like, because like I just know that like usually like there's a train that goes there directly. Like turns out they don't have that that day. Like we have to go like, and then like there were like some errors on the rails, so like our journey there was already delayed by 1 hour.
Mm-hmm. Oh god.
So like I have to kind of like call the restaurant and like, yeah, we'll be like 1 hour late. Is that cool? And then like he's like, okay, yay, I guess. We just came. I basically finished like their whole stock of like octopus.
Damn.
He didn't even refill it. Guess like okay, like yeah, maybe not a good time to refill the octopus. Yeah, I guess like yeah, guess I'm there. We are the outlier, but like the the waiter was like did not really like say hope to see you guys again. Because I was like, what next? Like, we are ran out of octopus. What's next? Beef. Okay, we ran out of beef. What's next? Lamb. We ran out of lamb. What's next? Duck.
Oh god.
I know, right? So I was like, oh, okay. And then after that, we just went home. Like it was it was also pretty adventurous. Cause like we missed like the bus that goes to the Dortmund main station by like 1 minute. Like we have to, and it's already like kind of late, right? Like so when you are not in the main city in the North Rhine-Westphalia, you are not in the main city. You kind of have to wait like 20 minutes at least. So it is still like kind of fine because like in the village, you will not even have that at 7 p.m. So like. At the very least, you just need to wait 25 minutes, I guess. And we went to the main station. And then, okay, so now we just have to have a train to go back to Duisburg. And then that one got delayed too. Because of course they did. And then we went home. We took a break for a while. And then we played Battlespace until like 3 a.m. or something.
Damn.
Yeah, and then like, okay, so like, yeah, so what's our event, like quote-unquote like event for tomorrow? Yeah, I guess like we'll just try to like, because like we played Eternal that night, right? It's like, yeah, let's try out Standard because like we both haven't like I got all of Amamiya stuff, so like this is his first time touching Standard as well.
Right.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, he built like the Amplify, and I cannot touch it with. I think I can only win once with Thunder Dragon. We played like 6 times with Thunder Dragons, and I only win once. And then after that, he was like, "Fine, like why don't you switch to my like he also built like the Armored Fish, and like I switched to Armored Fish, and like I lose literally once." I was like, oh. so, so I guess like if you use like the strongest deck in the format right now, like it's actually doable. Anyway, and that's kind of like the plan. So like that doesn't happen yet. But like anyway, we don't have like extra sleeps. So like okay, like we'll wake up at around like 12 because like we slept at like 5 a.m. So like yeah, let's realistically like let's just not be too gung ho about it. Like let's just wake up around like 11, 12, and then like go to the city center, buy some sleeves, and then after that he has so like of course Amamiya's friend is just not it's not just me. He's going to the oh yeah. So why is he even here in the first place? Is because last weekend was the day for the weekend for Dokomi, which is the largest anime convention in the whole of Germany. Amamiya hated it because like I guess like lots of people who enjoyed Dokomi, they enjoyed it because there's alcohol involved, and we both don't drink. Like I'm a lightweight. He was like at least to him like he's even more of a lightweight. So like he did not want to drink at all. I would like maybe like had like one radler, which is just like 2.5%. It's just basically like beer and then watered down with juice. So like I in the end I just like it because it's sugar and bread. But anyway, so where were we? So like of course like he was about to meet his other friends as well, so he's going to Dusseldorf. Okay, fine. I need to go shopping anyway. I mean like go do my groceries. So I just did my groceries, went back, and then like okay, so like, Amamiya will be back at around 5-6. So I just basically take a nap. Yeah, I was able to take a nap, and then like he got back, and then like yeah, basically we took a break for a little bit. And then like we played standard until like 1, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, and then like impulsively, because like at this point, I don't have. I mean, like I've been like having like my budget is a little bit limited, so I was like, how do I even go to Dokomi? And then like even when Amamiya was like, okay, like well, what if like I paid like half of the ticket and I was still like, I mean like it's still $20. The ticket's $40 by the way. It's a 42 euro. I was like,
damn.
So like I mean like he's already willing to pay like half, and I was like, do I want to pay that because like because like we don't drink, right? So like our main we don't drink, we don't do cosplays. So like our main event is usually go there and then we go sing in the karaoke, and then like for me, I usually like go around the artist alley and like buy stuff. But like that's a problem, right? Like I am willing to pay the ticket, but like I'm not really willing to spend like extra on the artist alley because like we have like BS76 coming up literally on the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, do I want that? And then like, so my biggest mistake was I opened Twitter. And I don't know what happened. Like a lot of people are also wondering like what the heck is happening. Like suddenly, there's lots of artists, like mostly like like artist alley and artist alley artists. Like suddenly, like they we just have an influx of like foreign people like opening booths in Dokomi, especially from Japan.
Opening what?
Opening booths. Yeah, booths in the artist alley.
Okay.
Yeah, like there's a lot of people from Japan. There's lots of people from like Southeast Asia. Lots of people from New Zealand, Canada. It's like far away places. Like usually in Dokomi, you would expect like artists from like Germany and like the rest of Europe, basically. So it's like, oh, and then like because this is like for the most of them, this is also their first time in Germany, so they were like really excited about it. And I guess because they were like really excited about it, I kind of get into the mood of like, oh yeah, I'm already in the convention right now. I'm already enjoying this. Don't know why. So I kind of wanted to extend that high because like that's why I was like, yeah, fine, I'll check it out. And then like impulsively on the night before the con, it's like basically what the first thing that Amamiya did when he reached my house is basically he bought me like the ticket. And then like I just paid him like the other half, and then like okay, Nice. Now we have a ticket. Let's okay, now we can't really like sleep like too late. And then like okay, so I guess like we played at like 1 or like 2. So like basically we sleep at around 3. And then like at 10:30 like we woke up and then like now there's another event. There's another event because that's also like the day where I needed to collect my temporary visa because like the next day my visa will be out and it's Saturday. So like I would rather have my visa because I will need to go to work as well. So like okay fine. I mean like it's a small detour, right? So like okay fine. Like let's go to the immigration, take my visa. Then thank goodness it only took like 5 minutes, and then we buy like supplies. So basically just food and drinks. Because like that's what one of the good things about Dokomi is they allow you to bring like outside stuff. I guess like within reason. Like if you bring like 1 bottle of water and like maybe some bread, that's okay. But like of course you cannot just bring like a whole suitcase of like maybe like 15 liters of water. 15 liters of beer. Yeah, they will probably confiscate that. That's not reasonable. I guess like if you're just bringing it for yourself, it should be fine. Like if you don't need anything extra, that should be fine. I mean like some of the like the foods inside like were like wow. I think like the only time where I kind of like folded is just like the fries.
Okay.
Because it's fries. you can never go wrong with pommes. Like the most they can overcharge you is like $5. Like $5 or $6. So I was like, I mean, it's more expensive than outside, but like the mood is right. But like with other stuff, yeah, that can be a slippery slope. So I'll rather bring my own whenever possible. And then we reached like the cashier, and like I was like, could have brought like energy bars. Like I bought like bread, and I feel like energy bar will have done like the same job because like I know this is not going to be a well balanced meal. It's just going to be like hold me out for like the 6 hours that I am there. So I was like, I mean like I don't need it to be like nutritionally balanced, especially because we are planning to go to dinner afterwards.
Yeah.
So then, but anyway, we went to the expo, which is basically, thankfully, technically speaking, is in my backyard because there's a tram that goes directly to the expo. So we went there. Of course, it's very busy. It was very, very busy. And then like because it's already like 2 p.m. when we reached there. Like we just went straight to the karaoke room. It was very hot outside, by the way. They said it's going to rain. There's going to be a thunderstorm. But like, thankfully, half thankfully, because like I remember like last year, it kind of rained a little bit like outside, and it would have helped to bring down the temperature a little bit. Didn't rain for the whole day. So I was like, like whenever I'm outside, I was like, thank goodness. I don't know why, but like the building where the karaoke room is the only hall that's empty. It is the only hall that doesn't have like 100,000 people like camping inside it. Like,
okay.
So I was like, I mean like, also like that's also why like I went there on Friday, right? Because like it's the most quiet day usually.
Friday.
Friday. Yeah. I mean like because it's a weekend event, right? So it's Friday to Sunday.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
And then at that point of time, like Saturday and Sunday's ticket was already sold out. Yeah, like we can't, even if we wanted to, we can't go for like the weekends anyways. Like fine, Friday should be fine. Also like we can buy tickets for like on like 10 hours before the event, by the way. So like I did not expect it to be like that busy, right? I mean like it's going to be busy. It's still the largest anime convention in Germany, so like it's not going to be like empty, but like it's going to be like, yeah, you can walk around, you can look at things. So we went to the karaoke room, but because we are not like there on like the opening time, we kind of have to wait a little bit until our song came on the queue. So of course, we wanted to sing like the Battle Spirit songs as usual, the annual propaganda. Like we try to sing like the Pale Spirits opening songs like usually. So like if you guys want to join us in Dokomi next year, let's do that. Good, yeah. So like let's spread the Pale Spirits propaganda together. So yeah. Anyway, I have free time because I have to wait until my song came up after 30 minutes. So I just open my phone and thank goodness there's signal, so I can open Twitter. And then the one of the first tweets that I saw, it was from Dokomi's official Twitter.
Yeah.
And yeah, they said, yeah, so we are officially sold out of tickets on all days of Dokomi. Thank you very much, everyone. I was like, oh, no, yeah. And then like, huh, that's interesting. It was like, I can move. Like, that doesn't really sound like real. And then like, okay, we sang our songs. I think like after we input like 3 songs, like I think like either they kept our limit, or like either that or they wanted to do an event in between, so like we cannot put in like new songs.
Oh, okay.
So like, okay, then fine. Time to kind of like leave the karaoke room and like look at other halls, right? Because like for me personally, me and Amamiya were kind of different, because like Amamiya is like the type that, okay, if I want merch, I want the official one. For me, I don't particularly want like the merch. I just like looking at the artist alley, because like, frankly speaking, that's have like more new things than the official ones usually.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, we just went out of the karaoke room, and then okay, so like let's look at some booths. Oh yeah, I guess like he wanted to go shopping first, although like more like kind of like, okay, like we're already inside, let's buy some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because why not?
Oh God.
It's like, why do you do this? But like, okay, fine. But like he bought some Yu-Gi-Oh, he bought some Pokemon, because like now we have like a hall that is like for like gaming, and of course like I think like 5 or 6 are like Pokemon vendors. So it's like, they are coming, and then like the rest are like actual, okay, so like there are like actual like indie game stands as well. So that's actually good. But next to that is a hall exclusively, like, well, not exclusively, but like 90% of like the booths there are basically like, it was supposed to be like for creator hall. So like you can do meet and greet with like lots of like the German dubbers. So like the German voice actors. Yeah, which is of course like if you ask Amamiya, he would very disgusted, be like, ew. I don't know why, but like Germans are like German dubs are like, for even Germans, because like Amamiya is not the only German that I asked about like the German dubs. They either really like it, or like they really hated it.
Lamau.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Marmite for like Germans, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, and then like, because Amamiya was like looking at like the Pokemon cards, I just went like around like the VTuber hall. I thought like that was supposed to be like the creator hall, like the artist alley, but turns out it's not. It's basically just the VTubers like selling stuff and doing meet and greet and stuff. Yeah, so there's they can sell merch and stuff. One of them I kind of get tempted to buy, but of course, yeah, I mean like I never watched them, so I was like, I mean like if it's just the design, maybe not. And then we went to the actual artist alley, and it was like, Amamiya was always taunting me, because like right next to the artist alley is of course the R18 alley. I was like, well, like I went there once, and I was like, I mean like I guess
it's actually very disappointing, isn't it?
And no, it's it's a little bit too advanced for me. Well, I mean,
really,
I mean, granted, I've been well, as in, it's more like I am not the target market for this. It's not like it's particularly like very good or very bad. I feel like I went there and I feel like, okay. So it turns out like the factor that they're going on is like a very far from like what I expected. That's like, oh, okay. Yeah. I now know why they needed to kind of like show your ID, and they will give you like an armband, and like you need that armband to come inside like that particular hall. Yeah.
I guess Dokomi is different then. I went to the one in Stuttgart that was very disappointing.
I see. But yeah, anyway, like the artist alley, it was fucking crowded. Well, I mean, like at that point, like I've been through like 2 halls, but like kind of hits me like the hardest when we got to the artist alley, and it's very hard to move, man. I was like, while it clicks with me like, oh, all the tickets are sold out, so it's basically now it's going to be us crowded us the day after and tomorrow and the day after. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, even like one of the artists, they kind of like after the event, they kind of like, well, not quote unquote, not reveal, but like they kind of just shared that basically revenue wise, they kind of got their return on the first day. And then like second day, third day, it's not like us crowded. I guess like when people like go in the weekends, they have like different aims, not really the artist alley. It's like even, yeah, and then, yeah, but that's also really nice to basically like take a peek. I did not really like look all over because like by that time we are already kind of tired. It's very hot outside, like moving between the halls because like we are moving from like hall 2 to 1 and then to 9 and then back to 4. So I was like,
Lamau.
yeah, that was like a really long walk without like any shades or anything. So I was like, and like, yeah, again, German summer is kind of different. If you are going hiking, that's probably going to be harsher. But like we are not planning to go hiking. We are planning to go to a convention. We don't expect to be this. We don't expect this level of discomfort. So like it basically feels like you're going to a mall and then like the AC broke down. That's kind of like the discomfort that I'm talking about. It's not really, oh my god, I'm dying. But like it's kind of like this is very, very inconvenient. Because like I feel like the best thing that I could have done is bring like a change, because like by the half of it, like my t-shirt is just drenched. I was like,
Lamau.
so it's not like I feel like, oh no, I'm dying. It feels like I feel disgusting right now. I think like Amami actually like did change his clothes like during dinner. So like while we were waiting for the food to come, like he went to the toilet and changed his clothes, and then he regretted it right after because like we got the Sichuan stuff. Everything was really spicy. So yeah, so like because we went to a Chinese restaurant that we really like, and then like everything was spicy. So like, oh, he ate everything, and then like he realized I just fuck up. It was very good though. It was very nice, fucking nice. Yeah, basically I just bought like some stuff in the artist alley. In the end, I was like, okay, fine. I mean, like I already gone. I'll make a budget for it. I will not go. Like once I ran out of budget, I was like, nope, I'm not. I know that I'm going to find something that I like if I walk more. So like I don't want to do that. And then like also like the karaoke, finally like let us like put in more songs. It's like fine, like we'll go back and sing.
Nice.
Yeah. And like the nice part is actually like Amami bought like one box for Yu-Gi-Oh. Like we like, okay, fine, like we'll look for a place to unbox it, because also he wants to make a bet with himself, because like he wants this one Pokemon card. And then like he was basically like, okay, fine, like because like at that point he already bought the box, so like he was like, okay, fine, like if this box is kind of like at least like break even, then I will buy the Pokemon card, kind of thing. So like, okay, fine. Which hit it, by the way.
What?
Which hit it. So like he break even. So like, okay, fine. Like so after we go to the karaoke, like we are done with the karaoke, because like it's already like close to closing, so like they don't allow you to add more songs naturally.
Yeah.
Like basically like we went back to buy that Flareon that he wants.
Oh, which
Yeah.
Flareon?
I think it's the prismatic evolution one. I'm not really sure, but
Ah,
it
I
looks like a
see.
terrestrial one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Prismatic Evolution then. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
There's more new evolutions coming out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun for him.
Exactly. But yeah, the most fun part out of that though is like when we were like opening the box, we were like in the quote on like it was meant for like a workshop area, but they are not always on, and they just left it like unguarded. So like if you want to take a break, like you can basically just use those tables. So with that, and then like while we were like because it's already like kind of like 5 p.m. or something, so like everybody's like taking a break, right? Like we were very lucky to find like 2 seats empty, but like there's another guy who's already like a German guy who's already sitting there. So we were just asked him like, hey, is it cool if we like sit here? And then yeah, sure. And like we opened the box and he took interest, and then we just had the conversation. And it's weird that I finally feel like after 7 years, I felt like I went back to Indonesia and then like had like that bar conversation all over again. Because like in Indonesia, like of course like we don't. When I say bar, it's kind of like the equivalent because like we don't really drink alcohol that much in Indonesia. It's prohibitively expensive. So like we have bars, but like when I say bar, it's more like how do I say? It's kind of like the corner shop kind of thing. It's a small restaurant, kind of like a small restaurant, and then like sometimes you will meet people. You will just vibe with them. You don't really you sometimes wouldn't even talk with them, but like, you kind of just vibe with them, and then by the time they left, you just say, yeah, see you again. Although you will never meet them again, you never know who each other's name, but just that kind of vibe that I have with him. So I was like, okay, that's kind of nice to have. Like, never, I mean, like people say that cons is like one of like the chance where you can make friends, but like, no, I mean, like I usually just come with my friends or with a certain goal in mind. So like, it is not making friends. I never really thought of that it is actually like a thing. And yeah, I guess, I mean, with very limited, with very big asterisks, I guess it is possible. But yeah, it was pretty cool though. And then we sang more songs. And then after I cannot insert more songs because Amami I was like vibing with like the team, with the karaoke staffs. Again, I just have to wait. Well, I didn't have to wait, but like I was like, fine, I'm just going to wait. Maybe like he'll be done in like 5 minutes. Also because he like Idol is coming up. So he was like, yeah, maybe we'll leave after Idol. I kind of want to sing it because like this is an open karaoke, right? So like you don't. Like you do choose your song, but like they have like 4 microphones, so sometimes you can just ask nicely to the person who chose the song, like, can I sing with you? It's kind of like that kind of vibe, so like it's kind of nice. And then he saw like Idol coming up, so like he wanted to sing that as well. And yeah, there's the English version for Idol, so he's not coming. He didn't came up. Yeah. But after that, someone requested God Knows.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is if you don't know, you're probably too young for it. But like,
No, don't say that. No.
Yeah, like that's one of the big topic between me and Amami at that day because like, yeah, he was like, yeah, so like because like we walk around the booths and then like there will be like a German anime media importer and then like, why they are promoting this anime? This one is from like 12 years ago. I was like, I mean, like, I either watched that or I am familiar with that anime because like my friends are talking about it when I was in high school. I was like, no, don't say anything further. And then, okay, and like Katnos came up, right? And then like, okay, like 3 people went in front. So like like the main singer and then, like 2 guys were like, yeah, let's sing together. And then like I was half. I mean, like, I am kind of familiar with the song. I don't know if I really, like, remembered it. I was like, yeah, maybe I'll just vibe. I'll sing in my chair. Because like it's also not forbidden, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like and then I can kind of vibe with it, and I was like kind of contemplating, but like I wasn't sure like to join like halfway. Not really halfway. It's still kind of the start. But I mean like we already started, right? So I wasn't really sure about like joining.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yep, one of the guy, he was kind of like a hype man. So like, it's not like he didn't sing the best, but like he was like trying, like, he really enjoyed like his time there, and he tried to get others to enjoy the karaoke as well. Just kind of, just kind of a nice gesture, I guess. He was not really that. I mean, like he was a little bit pushy, but not to the point that is annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Like he took out like the last mic, and then like he scoured the room,
Oh,
and then like
okay. That's actually pretty nice.
yeah, and then like he was like he was actually like kind of like hesitating whether he should do that, but like in the end like he just turned his back, and like our eyes met, and like he was like, brother, you have to do this. He didn't say anything, but like he handed me the mic, and then like he was like, when I took the mic and then I stood up, and he was like, yep, this is like that is the kind of vibe that is like bringing like, yep, this is you have to do this. And like even after I took the mic and I kind of vibe with it, and I was like I was being able to sing it quite like decently. It is as if like I've known this song for like 20 years or something. But anyway, even then like he was still like going around the room, and like he basically like recruited another guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then he somehow like procured another microphone. I was like, oh my god, this is so fun though. This is so fun, but like this guy's dedication is on a whole other level. Oh my goodness. But yeah,
The extreme extrovert.
exactly. Damn. Yeah, I guess I can understand it now. I can understand the extroverts now. Maybe I have to find an extrovert friend now.
No, you don't want to. Trust me.
Oh yeah, no. No, disgusting. But yeah, I think like after that, because of after that we are already done with karaoke, because like we cannot put in more songs, and I guess at that time people kind of want to chill, like mostly they put on like German songs. So it's like, oh yeah, not really our vibe. So like, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Also like Amamiya wants to pirate Flareon, right? So like we went back to the gaming like the gaming area, part of Flareon. Met a guy from the server, gave him promo. Because why not? I just brought like the Pelsbear's promos. Yeah. Just gave it to him. He cosplayed as Tan Kuroto, by the way. So yeah, that's really cool. So I just gave him the only Kamen promo that I have left.
Nice.
Yeah, because like even with because like I made the mistake of like I still have some of like my name card left, which says like at least like the link to the channel, but like I forgot to bring them.
Oh, bruh.
Yeah, so I only have like literally like one left. Instead, I just gave like the promo at random to like the artists that I bought like stuff from. Just a total of 2 guys. But yeah, I hope that can start to poison the well in a good way. Hopefully that helps to kind of like get Pelsbears in more people's mind, I guess. But yeah, after that, basically we just try to our hardest to go out, because everybody at that time like 7 p.m. everybody's trying to go home. So it's a battle to even like leave the venue. The venue is full, by the way. So yeah, even like no like lots of people are still chilling inside the venue, but like even then like going home is like still a battle. Like we took the tram and it's a way more manageable. But like imagine if you take the bus, that's even a way more of a battle.
Oh yeah.
If you try to get an Uber, it's going to cost you twice. I think like it cost us like 34 to go to the main station.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and even if you use car, like good luck. Good luck getting into the parking garage. But after that, we basically like needed to walk to one stop before the expo, so that we can get some seats. And then we sat down, and then we wait for 15 minutes until we reach the main station. And then we went to the Chinese restaurant, ate a very, very nice very nice lamb skewers, and there one is a stir fried pig intestines, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fucking nice.
Yeah. Pig intestine is actually really nice.
Yeah, and the taste profile is kind of similar to the one that I had in my hometown, so I kind of had that ratatouille moment. It's like taste that I have as a child.
Yeah.
And yeah, we finished our meal, and then after that, it's just like that's we went back into that story of like we went to the main station. Amamiya was waiting for his. Turns out the train got delayed, so like he joined me to go to get groceries. But on the way to the supermarket, we found like a new manga store opening. And then they had like 50% on a lot of things, including this one Yu-Gi-Oh box. Just original price was like $30, so I was like, oh, it's 15, and you get like you have a chance like one in like I guess like 1 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 in 4 chance to get like one of like the quote unquote like the waifu cards. So like yeah, fine. Even if I don't get like anything useful, I guess like I can get the waifu card. I failed to get the waifu card. Although like if you ask like normal other like Yu-Gi-Oh fans, like it's kind of like a win because I get like the set. Because like the waifu card that I mentioned is basically like a deck divider. Like yeah, which is in a way is a little bit better because like even if you don't play Yu-Gi-Oh, you can still kind of use it. So like the one that I get is a set featuring like the first 3 main characters, so like Yugi, Kaiba, and Joey. So if you give this to any other like Yu-Gi-Oh fan, I guess they will be happy. I'm not a normal Yu-Gi-Oh fan, so I was like, yeah. I mean, like they are cool. They are cool, but I wanted the other one, the other set instead. Yeah. So yeah, didn't get the set that I want, but yeah, fine. And then like of course like I finished like buying groceries, and then we went to the platform for I mean like it's only like 15 minutes until like Amamiya's train anyway, so like might as well wait for it before I went home. And then of course it got delayed again, so I was like, oh, fine, I'm just going to go home now. Oh yeah, I think like and then it's not delayed to the point that I needed to leave like way early. I think like I left like the moment like the train came.
Right.
Or like I left like the moment like the train is like approaching like the station. And then like okay, so like I thought like the story would end by then. Like mostly I just checked Twitter and then like yeah, see the euphoria, lots of like the foreigner trying like German stuff for the first time, and they were like really enjoying it, except for Deutsche Bahn. Like that's why like the Germans are very, very happy about that, because like people are really happy about like eating the bread, drinking the beer, like eating the pop foods. They were like really happy about everything except for Deutsche Bahn, and that vindicates everyone's. It's like yeah, they were like yeah, Deutsche Bahn is like fucking shit. We feel that we are sorry that compromised your experience in Germany, but yeah, what can we do? Enjoy some brötchen, enjoy some bread, enjoy some pretzel, enjoy the beer. Please come to Germany again. That was kind of fun. And then I thought like the story would end until at around 12 a.m. when I was like doom scrolling to kind of like, and I was almost like fell asleep, and then Amamiya just messaged me. So yeah, I got stranded.
What?
So like basically like the train already departs from Dusseldorf all the way to Essen.
Yeah.
Just a city that is like an hour away from like 40 minutes away from Duisburg. So like it's kind of like the same distance between Duisburg to Dusseldorf and Duisburg to Essen. Like he was already like yeah, so he's already all the way in Essen, and then like the train conductor was like really confused. Like he didn't know what was happening, and then like he just said that okay, like we're going to have some delays, but that's going to be fine. We're still going to Berlin. That's going to be fine. And then like second announcement, actually like they're giving me mixed signals, so I'm not sure like what is even happening right now.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then like finally like the third one. Yep, I'm very very sorry, man. I'm also tired. I don't know what I can say, but I wasn't able to complete the journey, so please alight now. So like, oh. So it was like, yeah, I would like they will pay for like in that case, like if they cancel like that journey in that sense, like he will be reimbursed for us if we want to stay in the hotel, like especially because it's so late, right? And like, yeah, I mean like you still have to pay for the hotel first, and then like get reimbursed later, and we don't know when. So like, yeah, might as well just come back. And then like when he reached my place at around like 1:20, I was like already half, very very like little bit very very sleepy. So I was like, yeah. I mean like he was like, yeah, should we play like one last game? I was like, nah. I was like, let's just try to wake up early and maybe play in the morning before like he catches spare train. Fine. Of course, like the moment I closed the door, like all of the sleepiness just went away, and I was like, fine, I'll still try to wake up at 9. I did not hear my alarm. I did not hear Amamiya like coming into my room. By the time I was aware, like conscious, it's already 12 p.m. and Amamiya's already gone. So I was like, okay. Yeah. And it was kind of concerning that he did not like send any messages, but like okay, fine. I mean like at least like he replied like, oh yeah, sorry, I was at work. Because like he only went to Dokomi on Friday because he has work on Saturday. So he was like being very brave about it. He was being very daring about it. Like he thought like, I mean like if I went home at night, it should be fine. It was not fine.
Oh god.
So like he have to go straight to Berlin at like 10, and I guess like work at around 3 p.m. maybe. I don't know his schedule, but like yeah, I guess like that's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting. Like he just have to went straight to work. So yeah. So he's a trooper. But like yeah, after that basically I just try to not die because like the ambient temperature of my room is still very high. So like it's really hard to stay awake or even do anything. Like I was like being very, and I have to work the next day, right? So I was I was feeling very ambitious. I was like, yeah, I'm going to finish like the video, like the tutorial video, like this weekend, and then like I was finally able to wake up enough and like open like my video editor at like 1 a.m. And then yeah, because like there was a sample game, and then I realized that the timing was all off, so I kind of have to match the timings between the sample game that I did with Amamiya and the voiceover. And I was almost halfway done, but like my editor was kept on crashing. So I was like, oh, and it's 3 a.m. and I have to go to work I have to wake up to prepare for work at like 10. So I was like, yeah, maybe it's a sign from the universe that I needed to call this off. And then yeah, the next day I just went to work. And yeah, basically it was kind of quiet. So like my boss said that I can close early if there's no guests.
Yeah.
But of course, like every time I was like, yeah, yes, like after this guest goes out, I can close the restaurant. Another one comes.
Yeah, it always happens.
Like, oh, why now? And yeah, I mean, like it's kind of like a mixed feeling because like yeah, we want more sales, but like it's not, it's like not with this kind of timing. Like if everyone like comes a little bit earlier, that would have been very helpful. But yeah, I was just whining because I wanted to go home early, but of course, like I still try to do my best. Yeah, and that's basically kind of like concludes my story for the whole weekend. The longest tangent so far that I got away with. But yeah, finally, the moral of the story, I finally tried standard. It was a very different experience, and I can kind of understand the one of Shun's opinion about it. That yeah, it is not as flashy. So like if you show it to people, it is hard to kind of like tell them like how much deliberation you made on each move. Especially I was playing Armored Fish, so like whenever I say that, yeah, I think like I need to do this, Amami is just like, nah, nah, you didn't. It was like I think like there's one game where he wasn't fast enough, so like he was able to build his wall. But I feel like there's that one thing where like I feel like there's a choice between like waiting for one more turn and I would still have my full port, or like try to go for broke now and then like I can, if I calculated everything correctly, then I will be able to take his last life because like he always like takes until like he has only one life left. What a brave guy. But yeah, anyway, I miscalculated a little bit and yeah, I basically like stayed alive for like 5 more turns, but like I don't really have like any way to turn the table around because I think like at that point I already lost like 2 Tentacleo.
Right.
Yeah, so like I went like yeah, I think like the best that I can do is maybe because he bought like the jump magazine, so he has like that one fish that can refresh when it wins the battle.
No. Yeah, I should play that one.
Yeah, but also like that guy's only 10k and his largest spirit is like 10, like he has like 10 spirits on his field, so like his last berry ball can go up to like 22. So like, yeah, how am I going to? How is it? How can this win?
You don't.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's the neat part. Like, why didn't I not scoop? Like, why am I still trying to find a way? Like, why? Who am I trying to? Who am I trying to please at this point? I'm not pleasing myself. I'm not pleasing my opponent because, like, anyway, you already felt validated the moment. Like, I cannot. I felt like my attack on that turn, so like I should have scooped, but like, I guess. I mean, like, I don't have anything to prove to anyone. And after that, I still like win like the rest of the game. So like I was like, do I really need to do this? But yeah, I guess like in a way you kind of still have to kind of like test like how far you can go. Like you never know. Maybe like there's a crack somewhere, but like yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what we do in testing. Yeah. I mean, Pokemon, what we even do is like, because obviously with Pokemon, that comes with a lot of luck elements. So after you win a game, we literally rewind and assume, for example, the coin flip was the other way around. You know, what happens then, you know, like that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, anyway, also like I said, like that's the tangent is finally over. But like one of the other thing that I got from this Dokomi is kind of like this weird fever.
Okay.
Which is not fever in like a not like a in an illness sense. It's more like, I kind of wanted to do this thing. Don't know why. I mean like as someone who goes to like anime convention like a lot. Well, I don't say like I went to every single one, but like I still went like more than like the normal people, I guess, like the layman. So I guess like I mean like I kind of vibe with like the artist alley. Maybe one day I wanted to open my own booth, and I don't know why, but like this I mean, like, I already have like that kind of like sentiment from like long time ago, but like don't know why, but like this year's Dokomi kind of like make me wanted to try. If I mean, like, granted, I am still limited by the budget, probably not going to happen. But like, if somehow I can get the money, I feel like I kind of wanted to challenge it. Still don't know what to buy. I want what to sell. So yeah.
Sell your fan fiction or stuff like that.
My fan fictions are to be locked up in a room and never be published to anyone.
Oh god.
Yeah.
You can maybe sell my fan fiction then.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we can do that. I mean, like, even if I do open a boot, I wasn't like, I don't think I will be like exclusively like quote unquote like selling my own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, of course, just to fill in the space, like we have like lots of arts already made for the channel. Like, I guess we can do that as a display, as opposed to kind of like wanted to sell anything.
I mean, you can use those arts for like folder, just like art prints, stuff like that as well. Yeah,
exactly.
That works. Yeah.
So yeah, that will be fine. But also, where was I? And then, but anyway, one of the things, Amamiya he was kind of like on edge about it, like finally. But like all these years, I was like whispering it to his ears, and he was like, nah, I mean, like, if I have to, he already like, I don't really like Dokomi anymore, and even if I have to, like, I don't really enjoy like just sitting in the booth like all day. Like, with booths, you don't have to really. Actually, like, if you have friends, you don't have to sit on your booth all day. You can do this thing called rotation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and then I think like he's finally kind of on edge about it. Maybe he still needs a lot of nudges, but like maybe. Like, anyway, he has his own stuff. I have my own stuff, so like I was like, why not? Might as well like us around my friends. Maybe we can unite it. We can make it.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, like, I have to find the funds first, because like also the time frame is pretty limited. Because like the next Dokomi is already decided. It's going to be next year's July, 9 to 11 of July in 2027.
Yeah.
So like the deadline to register for the booths are probably going to be around November. Well, yeah. I kind of have to get the funds by then. Is it realistic? Most likely no. But we'll see. When I
plan for 2 years later.
2 years later and still nothing. I mean, like, we are trying to get there. At least like we get that in our mind. Maybe one day. Maybe I'll be like 60 and then like sitting in my booth. But then again, that kind of reminded me, like, speaking of the artist alley, like, well, not artist alley, like the R18 area. Like, one of the vivid image that I have of the R18 area was there's this one booth that's like a Japanese adult art like artist that draws like not necessarily like adult media, but like he does deal with lots of like nude arts.
Okay.
Like, it's actually like kind of like art. It's not commercial art. It's like kind of like art. Yeah. And he was displaying like lots of awards in English and stuff, and like, yeah, his stuff is just like impressive, but like nobody's like in his booth, and he was like, this one old man was like sitting down, like looking around. I was like, I know that this probably not this rush hour. It's probably not his rush hour, but like, yeah. That's going to be me when I finally open my arts alley booth, I guess.
Bruh.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, yeah, that was the case. Hopefully, that's just not this rush hour. Maybe he was just done, so he was just gelling. Because like, I guess like with the R18, you're kind of like making somewhat of a more personal connection to the artist that you are like quote unquote like subscribe to. Yeah, so like you maybe go there like in the end, not really to kind of like vibe with like the whole as opposed to kind of like go to this cosplayer, go to this artist, and then like just buy their stuff. Because like you kind of already have your favorite and you wanted to support them, and then maybe you look at someone new and then like, oh yeah, that's kind of nice, I'll buy them as well, I'll support you. Yeah. But yeah, if we are opening a booth, it's not going to be in the Art 18 area, so don't worry. But like, yeah, what do you guys think?
Maybe it will be.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But what do you guys think? Maybe we can get a bigger booth. Maybe we can set up an area where you can play Pal Spirits with us as well. Why not? If we are already planning, if we are already planning to go to Dokomi next year, maybe let us know. Maybe we can think of something.
Yeah.
Or like if you are already planning your trip to Dokomi like 2 years from now, even better. What the? We'll get there one day. Cause like I mean like I already like saying that yes, everything is hard, but like in the end like my current goal is to get like a software engineering job. So like if I have to achieve that, and I will I will. I will need to say that to myself so that it will manifest one day. Either I get a software engineering job or something that is of equal value. Yeah, I needed to laugh at myself just to just to ground myself. But yeah, I need to believe that one day it can come true. Because if I don't believe in myself, who else is going to believe in me? So yeah, if you're all yeah. As long as your goal is somewhat like, well, positive, I guess like in the end it's kind of like, it's your own standard. So like if it's heads to your if it helps you to progress to whatever your goal is, if like don't wait for others to kind of like validate it for you. You can have to believe in yourself and work towards it. Going to be hard regardless. It's not going to make things easier, but at least like you need to know that in the end you don't need other people to kind of like validate your goal in order for your goal to matter. Yeah, so like just do it, I guess.
Just do it.
Yeah,
do it.
Let's go to the news section finally after 1 hour.
Lamau.
Yeah, I mean, like we look at the new red stuff and they kind of want to focus more on the PP plus, right? Like I am kind of like do a suit like a reverse awakening in which like some of like the support characters gave like their course to like the main riders, and then like they increase their PP. Like now we have like this new breed of spirits that I realized that I haven't shared my screen, so I'm going to do that now.
Wow.
Yeah, so wait, where was the recording room? Share my screen. Yeah, so we have this breed of new spirits and the new set in BS02. That's pretty much going to rely on how big their PP is. Yeah, this is basically just one of the support card that when it attacks, it gets plus 2000. And then if a spirit that has a PP plus effect wins the battle PP comparison, then you can choose one of your spirit. It gets PP plus 5000.
You mean 5,000?
Yeah. Yep, plus 5,000,
yeah. Plus 1,000, that'll be very underwhelming.
Oh, yeah.
Nah. Hey ho.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, my English is not very good, as you can tell. God bless. God bless.
Oh, God.
Yeah. The third time is not going to be. The third time I have to hit you.
But I think what's amazing about this card as well is how, like, as long as you keep winning the BB comparison, everything gets 5k basically.
Exactly. Just realized this. With this everyone's idol Shaniel, and like, oh, Everything with Clash has plus 2000. So everyone who won
true.
would give like the other ones 5,000. I was like, oh, fighting Paligaya with this on the side. Fun.
True.
Very, very fun.
It's 4 minus 3 as well. It's crazy.
I know, right? And even if you see that as a threat and you kill it, that's an EX symbol anyways. Like, and if do you want to kill it if like the main problem is like something else that you could have killed? But I guess with Clash you will probably lose your whole spell first anyway. I guess you kinda just have to give it up. But now you kinda have to give it up even more. Damn. Shaniel got an upgrade.
Yep.
Yep. And then I guess like the other interesting mechanic that they're trying to push in the next set is also like this breed of like spirits that are like low cost but they have succession.
Mm-hmm.
So as with this one, you basically when it is summoned, for each card that you banish for the with the X symbol with for the success for each card that you banish for the succession, you open the top card of your deck, and then you discard one of them to the trash, and then the rest goes to the bottom. So it's basically that extra guy from BS01 that I already, what was his name again? But yeah, anyway, that extra guy. But like now it has succession, and it opens like one less as the compensation, I guess. And it's a snake. NE. Oh no, it's not a snake, is it?
I'm pretty sure it is a snake.
Yeah. Because like the kanji is just weird and foreign.
Yeah, I mean the standard cards all have some weird names. Like I don't even know if they have any references at all.
Mm-mm.
Or they just like make up sounds.
I think for now they are just making up sounds, and maybe they will refer to it later.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, this is one for purple. I think like we have one for red that basically like buffs itself for like if for each of your cards with succession. So it's kind of interesting.
I actually can't remember.
Yeah, I think like I have the card. Maybe we'll probably look at it later. Oh yeah, we have it later. So we'll get to the next one first. Yeah, so I think I already refer like I already like talked about like the other one like 2 weeks ago. But we have a new keyword called camouflage, which is basically the quote unquote like the standard equivalent for armor. Which is in when the card with camouflage is targeted, the opponent has to pay like an extra X cost. So in this case, this guy has a camouflage 3, so they have to pay 3 extra in order to actually like target the spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of wild because this guy has a 14,000 BP.
Yeah.
And yeah, at that point, like what can you like? I guess like you can, that the only weakness is like with purple and yellow, I guess, at most. But like even yellow bolt crit cannot stop this guy. Like mostly purple.
Yeah. Yellow definitely can't because like you need like because like yellow in general needs like multiple combo to like to get rid of something, right?
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, imagine fight.
Yeah. And there's like also like it's mainly coming from spirit effects, which is like the main problem.
Oh yeah. So yeah, this effect only works with like spirit effects. Yeah. So then magic is not affected. Sorry about that. I forgot that.
Yeah, but like then we don't really have that many strong magic is the problem as well.
Yeah.
But not really a problem, but like that's what makes the keyword good.
Yep. Yeah, that's the fact that we have to live with, because like the other day I was like, yeah, I mean like I can probably survive this turn because like I have 2 bolt crits in my hand. And I realized I did not read. And I tried to use bolt crit on like his large spirits, and then like Oh, it did not work that way. Oh, I just wasted my soul core. Lemau. But then this guy is a beast though. Like it has camouflage 3, 14k BP, and then like when it blocks, you can refresh one of your cost 5 or lower spirit as well. Jesus. That is and this is not the Mineraloid, that's the other one. But I guess like you do have like ways to buff them as well during the opposing turns. Like, yeah, that's kind of wild.
True, yeah.
What a very chunky boy.
It's a very chunky boy.
Speaking of chunky boy.
Wait. Actually, I forgot to check one thing. Can you go back?
Yep.
Okay, it's not Mineraloid. Okay.
Yep. No. The Mineraloid actually is like it's going to be like even wilder. Damn. I guess like Mineraloid has more ways to pop during the opposing turn, and also you have like the rock drilling. Like, yeah, not going to happen. And speaking of chunky boy, by the way, we have a chunky boy in green as well.
Squishy boy.
And I feel like I don't.
Boy.
Yeah. After I read this first effect, and I was like, the yellow one is once per turn. This one was not. Although this is, you can argue this kind of like the, powered down version of like the blue start entry deck extra, which requires you to exhaust a spirit in order to block. So this kind of like requires you to have like 2 blockers, but like if in order to block 2 attacks, you only need like 3 spirits. Which I said only, but like in standard, like only 3 spirits. Like what are you talking about? And not just that, on level 2, if any spirits are exhausted by effects, which includes current, of course, like family-wise, this is part of like the current strategy. You can choose one spirit and it gets plus 2000. So basically, if you use current on your attacking spirit and then it got blocked, not only you get to exhaust one of their spirits, the attacking spirit basically can you can boost the attacking spirit by 4000 during that battle. Yeah.
True. Oh yeah, true. Yes, I see what you mean. Yeah.
You know, right? I mean, like I guess like the argument is like this squid is like going to be really hard to bring out. So like we don't know like the viability like in the end, but like in isolation, like yeah, this guy is like very mad, and he looks angry as well.
To be fair though, like I don't really know how viable it's going to be though.
Yeah, no.
But then again, I don't really see the current decks, as in like the keyword, the current deck working. So I don't even know how it's supposed to be functioned. Obviously, we did mention that like we assume it's like an OTK deck, but it's like I haven't really seen anyone using it actually.
Yeah, I think even the with YouTube videos that kind of like talk about current and like bring it up more as a control deck in a way. So like instead of like the whale, their main card is like the cost 8 sea serpent. Like the one that when if you have like another spirit with current, when it attacks you can heavy exhaust one opposing spirit.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess not like a hard control where you remove everything, but you kind of like you basically just bring out as many of the sea serpents as you can, and you just heavy exhaust everything as the turn goes. And basically, basically then you can kind of like, okay, right now you kind of open the opponent for you to attack. Also because you still have access to double vortex, vortex sweep, and also tentacle attack. You can kind of like look for that one opening, and then like if when the sea serpent attacks, because it's also a cost 8, you can also use current on it to kind of like make it more threatening. So instead of like putting everything into like one spirit.
Right. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
But of course, like it's going to be a later game deck, so like I guess like still it's a choice, but like I guess like with the growing, I mean like we are going to get like set 1.5 basically like this month, and then like we got like set to next month. Like I guess like the meta might the pace like might change a lot, but like now the pace is still kind of like on turn 3, turn 4. Like maybe not going to be like control is not going to shine as much. Like they're still going to win because like we already see, right? Like we already like we cannot like the three of us cannot figure out how purple even works in a way. I mean like but like they say they're still like winning left and right, not as much as like the armored fish, of course, but like they still win.
Yeah.
Fair
enough.
So I guess like it's just not that, because like the armored fish is also way more accessible, right? Like if you wanted to build an armored fish, like you don't really need that much card from the packs. So I guess like the population will anyway be way more like than the other decks. I guess it's also like the easy as in like accessible like meta deck at the moment.
True.
Because like even if you wanted to build like the Wind Fang, it's not a requirement, but like it's going to be like more it's going to be more helpful if you have like Valdigaya and Carnelian as an option, depending on your local meta. But like with Armored Fish, like if you have Mermaidia Princess, then it can help, but like it's not like in the end like you don't really need that. That's kind of like just to make sure that by turn 2 or turn 3, because like I feel like Amamiya was kind of like his first thought was like, yeah, why is like white like core boosting more than green? But like when I was trying to use it, like if I can use buff like literally once, like my deck just runs.
Yeah. Fair enough,
like, that is why like Mermaidia Princess is not there to kind of like you wanted to core boost just because you wanted to core boost more, but because if you can core boost even once, your deck just runs.
I see.
And it doesn't have to be on the first turn. So like even if I activated my buffer a little bit late, by the next turn I will be able to kind of like deploy like three spirits attack like 4 times. So like that doesn't really hurt that much. And like by that time, like you will hit your opponent will hit you back.
Yeah,
so, like you'll have like more leeway. So like that is actually like even Armored Fish like has that thing that so like you don't even have to core boost that much, turns out.
Yeah, I mean, as I mentioned before, you know, it's about like it's just like a difference between like the skills in deck building or like the skills of playing it. Like with Armor Fish, you know, the skills comes more in from like deck building side of things. You know, and it's like a lot of math, you know, as you said, you know, like people realize just making that one core boost, you know, already makes things work. So like, you know, then they have, when they're building the deck, they have to maximize, you know, the potential of like having that one core boost and stuff like that.
Which is nice. And it makes me look forward to, because like so far like the stuff in like BS0 to like can looks very skewed, because like this guy can activate one of like the thing that makes it feel relatively like, strong. It's because you see like the other card that is made for yellow that I did not include because I was so disappointed. Because it basically like has the same role as this guy, so it doesn't have succession, it has a very high cost, and it kind of like there to support like the whole concept as opposed to like being its own thing. But like that guy is like, yeah, give one opposing spirit minus 2000 when your spirit attacks once per turn. That's like
once per turn.
Yeah.
I didn't.
And it's a Topaz card, so I was like, if it's Thunder Dragon, maybe. But this is a Topaz card. So I was like, Topaz doesn't even care about like reducing PP. Like, why is it even here? Why did they show up? I was like, ew. It's like if it's Thunder Dragon, right? Like even if it's once per turn, you give like one spirit minus 4000, still something. You basically have like you basically like turns your cost 4 into like your second Loch-ness. So like that's still fine. But like Topaz. And it's when your top spirit attacks. I was like, you. Oh. I know that every concept has to have like some way to buff your spirits, otherwise it will not be as balanced. But like, why? Why this guy has like exhaust one spirit every time something got blocked, and that one is like minus 2000 once. Don't know, man.
Who knows?
Yeah, and then like we talked about this like last week. Just want to appreciate again. That's just my driving force.
Bruh.
And then yeah, I mean like, and I have to. Yeah, the new vanilla is there's a new vanilla as well. So it's a cost 5 vanilla finally. And Emperor is kind of chunky the more I think about it. At level 2 it's 10k. Although like it does come with a lot of
even one costs 7k is actually pretty crazy.
no right. And at that would have been crazy until you look at like the next vanilla that's coming up in BS02. But yeah, this one is already kind of like someone like when I posted this on YouTube, like someone commented that yeah, I expect Emperor to actually be weaker. I was like, oh, okay, that's a fair argument. The only thing that I can say that at this moment, I would say that he's not as flexible because like yeah, it's a vanilla. It costs 5. Yes, like the cost and you need 3 costs to get it to level 2. Although that you can also argue that once you get it to that level, it can go to toe with like lots of cost 7, cost 8 spirits, even at the level 2. So like that's still like very strong regardless. But like yeah, maybe also it doesn't have EX symbol. Like that's the only thing that make it a little bit not flexible. That I thought like that's my argument, but like that doesn't really change the fact that the status is still very high. And then like the new vanilla came up, and then like oh okay, oh okay. The new vanilla is like yeah, I guess like not not stronger, but like I guess you will want to use it more, I guess.
Well, I mean, by new vanilla, you mean from like mid
we'll talk.
right?
Well, I have it for
Yeah,
later.
I mean to be fair, they're 4 different decks though,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah,
like you
true.
can't really compare that.
Yeah, true. But you can mix them.
I mean,
Yeah.
let's build like a white vanilla there. Why not?
Exactly. Oh yeah, and this is the owl that I talked about earlier. Like it has a 3 cost 1 reduction. It has succession for that one core, by the way. Yeah. And then for each of your spirit with succession when while it is attacking, it gets plus 2000 BP. That can be a chunky boy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good for cost 3, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean by default it's a 6k attacker. If you have more, even better.
Yeah, true. Yeah, so for free cost, it's actually really good. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, and I don't know. I look at this face and yeah, I want him to do well.
fair enough.
Yep. And of course, next, yeah, I guess like next climbing up back from like tier 3 to tier 1 deserves some deserves some reward, and I guess like she got the nice stuff this time. But damn. But damn.
Yeah, that's an art.
Yeah, that's an art. Yep, and then this also becomes kind of like a news because like we are talking about when we are talking about the Kamen Riders and Bell Spirits, they have the magic that represents the rider kick.
And
of course, like Kaim also have one. And this one basically requires you to have all of your spirits and access have to be from the Kaim family. And then you can destroy one opposing spirit with 5000 BP or lower. So yeah, basically.
Fly kick.
Exactly. And basically, this become kind of like a topic because if you look at this card, you look at the cost, and then you got reminded to another another red soul magic, which is Flame Hurricane.
Yeah, they probably don't want you to play 6 Flame Hurricane in game, so
Exactly. And this is basically like the solution that they came up with, basically. Also, to be fair, it's the base form rider kick, so like, yeah, I guess it's kind of fair that this can only reach like 5,000.
I mean 5,000 is still a decent number, to be fair.
Yeah, that's definitely like enough.
It's 6 minus 4 as well, so like maybe like like that can change some things.
Yeah, definitely.
Like if you have enough symbols on the field, we're talking about minimum 2 costs to destroy 5,000 or less. Which for standard, I think is pretty decent.
True. I guess like, yeah, I mean like in the end, like the people who kind of like quote unquote like defended that. Yeah, I mean like it has one more reduction symbol. And again, like the other argument is like you don't want them to have like 6 Flame Hurricane. But yeah, it feels like, yeah, it kind of feels like kind of shortcutty, but I guess they have to do what they can do. I was like, yeah, the only problem with standard is like, again, like you can't really make it a little too flashy, because like they kind of wanted the game to be simple, and if you make it flashy, like the problem with flashy effects and like the eternal format is not that it is going to always be like very broken or very strong, but like if you wanted to make it flashy, sometimes it's going to be like requires a lot of text, and it's stuff that makes sense if you play like Battle Spirits a lot, but like if you just started, that feels like you have to kind of like the rabbit dragon, and like it is kind of strong, but like if you wanted to bring it out, you have to advent it on top of your build, and then you have to take a cross from your trash and then like stack it together, and then you get a very broken card.
Yeah.
And then I guess like, I mean like that's just a card that comes into mind somehow. I mean like that's not even too complicated, but like that's kind of like the flaw.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
I think it's complicated for like new players.
Yeah.
Especially those who might get in the game because of Gaia and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And also it's red. It can have like more than like 2 lines of text on it. Otherwise people will not read. Like they will struggle to read. Yeah,
I think in general, you also gotta remember this magic is also in the Gaia family. So I think you probably have way to search for it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
No, I think there is. They refused to search it very early on, didn't they?
I think like it's a spirit searcher, right? Like the guy in the orange arms.
I thought it was any card.
Oh, interesting.
That's general.
Actually, I also heard that. I think it's only spirit. It's like a standard card that you usually and only search for like one type. So I remember this Kamen Rider game. Orange arms.
Orange arms. Oh yeah, spirit card. Oh well.
But yeah, they might need that family like somewhere else. Like I guess also like.
I mean, my friends, if one day
yeah,
they give it like a generic Gaia searcher, this magic can be searched as well.
Exactly. Or also like if they get like a second set. Like actually, if they the way they wanted to do the collab this time is kind of like just focus on like the same 4 series for like the one rotation, and then like go to the other series in the next rotation, then they might be able to kind of like go into the direction of like, okay, so if you still want to play Kaim, but like instead of like focusing on like getting like stronger spirits, you kind of like focus on like the techniques. So you just have like one strong guy instead of like spreading your whole field. You just have one strong guy, and then like you just play lots of magic with it. For example, that can kind of like open like the door for like that kind of development.
Realm of possibility.
Yeah. Exactly. Yay. Speaking of realm of possibility, yeah, I mean like I should just say like the art is very very gorgeous. Let's not get into what Mitra is. We already had this conversation with the Vulcan, so like let's not get into this again. Let's forget for a second the inconsistency.
That is a pretty face.
Yeah. Let's forget the inconsistency for a while that Yamato Takeru did refer to Mitra as a she. And after that, like they never like brought it up again. And also like the part that fucks me up the most is because one of the dragons has a flavor text. And it's basically like yeah. All of the indie gods like really like dragons.
Oh no! Oh yeah. All the male gods or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's not get into that. Anyway, it's very pretty. And yeah, we got the final extra for like the for the starter deck for Zets as well, which is the Ordem form. Which again, I only watch that's mostly from the clip. So I only remember that the pattern is basically he got Katastorm, and then like from there he kind of like mastered like Katastorm is kind of like a berserk form, and then he kind of mastered it, and then like he became Order. Or at least that's how I interpreted it. So like it's kind of like interesting that yeah, I guess because I did not watch after that, maybe the fighting is more into like okay, so now because I can control everything, I can just go berserk when I need to. That's probably why they kind of like give the form change to Order instead of Katastorm. Just also it can also change to cost 9, which now we know it is kind of like confirmed, but like the only source that we have is a blurry image from like the Bandai website, so not even the Bellsparrows website. So the Bandai
Is it?
Yeah. So
did they not show it properly? I thought they did.
I think they kind of like they were supposed to be proper, but like
Catastrom.
Oh no, not Catastrom, like the Extreme.
Huh?
I was talking about like the final form, not Catastrom.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
okay,
like I mean like technically it's not a leak because like they are the ones who share like Panda is like the one that shared it, but like they basically like listed the set as a product in the Bandai website before like the Bellsparrows website, and it featured all the 4 extras. So like
Oh, wait, did they leak that? I didn't know that.
yeah, but it's kind of very blurry because like they just give like one image of like the normal size, but like it contains all the cards, all the 4 cards. So like it's very if you zoom it in like it's very blurry, but like you know that it's Extreme. It's a cost 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's very strong though.
I didn't know they had that leak.
Yeah. Ooh. For once. No, just kidding. But yeah. I mean like I stumbled upon it on Facebook.
Right, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it can form change into either basically can go into Katastorm or Extreme. Which Extreme is actually like it is kind of blurry, but like from what I infer, it's kind of like strong. Like basically you can destroy one opposite spirit with X scores or less, like maybe 2 or 3. And then if you summon it with form change, like you can destroy 2 instead. So I was like, in standard. And I think like under some condition or like by spirit that has like X or less scores, like it cannot be blocked on level 2. So I was like, in standard. Yeah, so like I guess we'll get the clear image like next week. So like yeah, I'll show you guys like when it is actually like clear. Cause like now I can show it and I can infer stuff from it, but like it's very very not pretty. So, like I'll rather like show it when it's pretty.
Lamau.
Yeah. Like Order's still kind of nice. So like I guess like you kind of wanted the to use the form change. So like you kind of have to have an incentive to attack. And basically you can remove one core and then you remove the rest with Catastrom with the form change.
Nice combo.
Yeah, nice. I mean, it's purple, so you kind of have to combo it as well. Not to the extent of yellow, but to some extent.
Combo.
Yeah. Speaking of yellow, we have a new turtle that I now the more I kind of added it. Like the more I read it, like the more mixed feeling I have. Because like again, it doesn't have succession. It's a cost 7. When it is destroyed, you open the top 4 card of your deck. You search for 1 topaz magic, add it to your hand. The rest goes to the bottom. The good thing about it is when it is blocking a flash once per battle, it is not a magic rate, by the way. Although like timing aside, for all intents and purposes, it is magic rate, I think. So you can play 1 topaz magic from your hand without paying the cost. Can play the flash effect of 1 magic topaz magic card from your hand without paying the cost once per battle. Like again, for all intent and purposes, it is magic rate, but it is not a magic rate card. So like, why? Why? If it has magic rate, maybe like it can like at least like get like the support of like the magic rate cards. But like at this point, it feels like you summon this card at 4 costs for it to basically die.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
because
I mean, it's supposed to be defensive. Creates the insensitive to to remove it.
Yeah.
But then how effective it is another question.
Exactly. Because like I feel like again like it with what magic is available for Topaz right now. Like I guess like if the blockers are small, like the attackers are small, then you can kind of like thunder shatter it. But like and I guess like with the current environmental standard, you would not really like do like jump attacks unless your opponent only have one life. So like mostly you will attack when you can attack over it. So I guess like the expectation is maybe you will block with it, use the flash effect to play, let's say like thunder bolt crit to like stop the next attack, and then it got destroyed, and then you search for your next magic.
Yeah, probably something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but like it just feels sad. Like I mean, like again, like I guess like the viability aside, like it's just sad. Like you summon this guy literally to die. It's so morbid. I don't know why. But but
not very long lasting as a turtle, is it?
Exactly. And you look at the face and you feel like, oh my goodness, do I really have to send you out just so that you can die? I really can't handle this. Like, why are you putting like the moral dilemma on me? Like, even though my opponent is the one that destroyed it, but like, because I summon it, like now it has to be destroyed by the opponent. I was like, why do you put this moral dilemma on me? This is disgusting. Speaking of disgusting, like look at this guy, disgustingly overperforming. It's disgustingly cool though.
True.
Yeah. Although like, yeah, I mean like I guess like lightning thunder counter already has like too much version, I guess. So like they went with lightning tempest instead.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I guess like some people are now like starting to bring like 1 lightning tempest as opposed of 0. I don't know. Maybe time to give lightning tempest a chance if I can get like the secret version. Why not? I guess. Don't usually like bring out like the art for like the secrets for like the male grand walkers, but like this guy's just already farming a little bit too much. Why not? And speaking of overall farming, now we have the opposite. We have this guy like called Bearama, which when it is destroyed, it opens the top 3 card of your deck, and then you can deploy 1 Pharaoh Piece Nexus from among it without paying the cost, and the rest goes to the bottom of your deck. That's EX symbol, by the way. So basically, when this guy dies, while it has kind of like the same argument as the turtle, you send this guy out to die, but it kind of like gives you way more because you get one reduction symbol from the Nexus and you get one EX symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just a really good card, I think.
Yes. Now I will gladly send this guy to its death. Like the turtle not as much.
Bruh. This is discrimination.
Yeah, no, I mean like you look at the turtle and it's like, yeah, why? But like you look at this guy, what? You have to die for our
warrior.
prosperity. Yeah, you are the necessary sacrifice that we need for us to progress. I don't know, maybe because the turtles cost 7, so it feels like by the time you pay like 7 cost minus something, you kind of wanted to be like at least like halfway to the goal, like you already like working on something that you already built up, as opposed to be like that guy being like the guy that built things up. I don't know, but like this guy is like, I want to say single-handedly, but it has 4 arms, so like, yeah, 4-handedly like building like your future for you. Yeah, good job, Yarama. And of course, speaking of the male secrets, this is just a very nice art that I hope that one day it will become a meme. Because Chaos and Nyx, if you base it on the myth, they are like parent and child. So like I look at this and like, yeah, don't talk to me or my daughter ever again.
That does look like it, yeah. Now that you mention it.
I know, right? That's actually quite nice. Like I wouldn't mind like pulling this. Spoilers. Foreshadowing. Foreshadowing. It might come up next week if I don't get beaten by the summer heat, because like I still have to finish the how to play Battle Spirit in Standard. I thought it's going to be 50% done, and I thought like the last 50% is just going to need like 1 day. I underestimated the heat, and I am still struggling to even stay awake right now.
Come on, Theo. Set 2 is about to come out.
I know. I know. Set 1.5 is almost coming out. So yeah. So at the very least, we can talk about like the set 2, where you get a new guy that has succession. When it is summoned, you destroy one of your spirit, and then you draw 1 card. Which might sound like why, but like this is purple. You destroy you destroy a Viraiba, and then like you draw 2 for the cost of 1. So yeah. I mean like you can more serious, like it can trigger like all sorts of effects because it's purple, everything has been destroyed effects, so like yeah, we can trigger them.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. And if the pace of the game like actually becomes longer because it is not limited by the color, I guess then you can just bring it another decks that has like a strong when destroyed effects, and you maybe can use it to kind of trigger effects. Kind of like
yeah, there's some potential with this one.
Yeah, it's a common anyway, so like just skip 3 of this. Like maybe it can be helpful somewhere, maybe not, but that's anyway, it's a common. It's not going to take that much space. And then we'll take the time.
I mean, people manage to put a Duke in like what armor.
Exactly.
This can happen.
Exactly. People put the Duke in anywhere. I was like, should I put Duke in my Thunder? Nah, I had to stop that thought. The moment I have like that thought inside my head, I have to stop it. Stop it. I need to get some help.
Yeah.
Yeah, with more blue, so yeah, the usual flash, exhaust this Nexus. Just one of your, what was it again? How do you guys call it? The blue something?
Scion Tree.
Scion Tree, yeah. Yeah, just one of your Scion Tree spirit, it gets plus 2000. The part where I kind of got interested is it's level 2 effect. I guess like it's for like the early game, but still kind of nice to have. So like if your life is reduced, you can destroy 1 opposing spirit with 3 cost or lower. And the other interesting thing about this Nexus is usually for Nexus, If it got destroyed, then it is done. But this guy has an EX symbol.
Yeah, that's kind of like the pretty interesting part.
Exactly. So like of course like the trade-off is like the cost is like it's relatively high for a setup nexus because it doesn't have it only has one reduction.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now if you go on your second if you go on your first turn or your second turn, you set this down and then your opponent destroyed them with Break Claw. They actually kind of like in a way they kind of like wasted the card because like for all intents and purposes like it still fulfills its role as a reduction symbol.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's kind of scary thought to have. Unless they make destroying Nexus a little bit easier, in which that will be cringe.
I mean, it basically forces them to use Break Claw on like the first main step.
Mm-mm.
Because if not, if they attack, then you're destroying something.
Exactly. So it's either that or like you sacrifice one spirit so that you can get the core. I think like you return core with Break Claw, right? Like if you use it when you have an exhausted spirit.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Which I guess like Indian, Indian, you kind of wanted to destroy this thing first. It's not worth it.
Mm.
Yeah, and then this is the secret version for Katlea, which looks very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's not start to that much. Yeah, and then we got the lore for the new set, which after they finally defeated Chaos, Dan was on his way to finally go back to Legolas. Like back to the contract, the first world for contract saga, by the way. Like finally, Finel can meet Dan again. Because like Finel has been like for the past saga, like Finel has been like going around like searching for Dan, and she failed. Now Dan is like going back to Legolas, and then on the way, he got attracted to this one world in the edge of like the divine world, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why like it is described as a world that is still barely touched by like the Grand Walkers. That's why like the one that has the power in that in this world is the flag bearers, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, the flags are supposed to be special, and then like when Dan first came to that world, like the first like 3 flag bearers were introduced. So there's Liber, Amon, and Farah. So like so like they have like a dynamic. I mean like they have like very political. They have like various politics. So like they are not always fighting. They sometimes cooperate with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But like Amon and Liber is definitely like Amon and Liber's factions are like definitely like against each other.
Right.
So like Dan first met Liber, made a contract with Liber, and then like they met Amon, they fight with Amon, and then like Amon was like offering Dan like, do you want to join me? But of course Dan said no. I don't fight with you guys. I don't fight with you guys, so I won't join. And then Farah supposedly was a saint that was leading her faction. And then she was surprising. Like, and then she heard about like Liber getting power from making contract with Dan. So like she was hoping to get the contract on her of her own. And like they met, she met Dan and Liber, and then like they fight, and then like Farah was like disappointedly like left. Like turns out Dan was not my destined person. She literally said that, by the way.
Oh yeah, I remember that flavor test line. Yeah.
I read that and I got a whiplash. I sometimes forgot that Dan is like 14 years old. Before he ascended. So like now his age doesn't matter because he already ascended. He's a Grand Walker. So like his aging is already stopped, and we don't know like how when like the fine battles can take like years, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, so
yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. That doesn't even matter, but like Farah was like very disappointed. I was like this feels like a whiplash because like Vianel was like a same for Dan, but like Farah was feeling very dejected, like yeah, maybe Dan is not the one for me. I was like, what is this soap opera? Yeah, I feel like did I yeah, wait. Yeah, I think like that's lore for like set one pretty much.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'll be looking forward to how they expand it, like especially like now. Usually they have like four booster to spread the story in, but like now they
Mm-hmm.
only have like two. Like
Mm.
we'll have to see like how they are going to uh let the story marinate.
True. Oh,
Yeah.
did they mention anything about the God Kings?
No. In the overall lore, no. I haven't read the individual cards, so I only read
Right.
like the overarching lore that is in the official site.
I see. I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, basically, if you want to know where to find this, you have to open the Japanese site, so battlespares.com without any subdomain. You go to the main, the homepage. You scroll to the very bottom. There's a section called For Fun, and then you have this three kanji that you see in your on your screen right now, which is the basically like the world view.
Mm.
So like then you click on that, and then and only then you click you choose like the chapter that you want to read, and then and only then you click you right click and then click translate if you are on Chrome. Other yeah, then then you can kind of like it will kind of make sense. Like you kind of have to fill in the blanks a little bit, but like it for the most part it works. Yeah, and Collabo Shop Battle Extreme is coming back, and the price is Exit level 2, of course, the Action Gamer level 2. And now you can kind of see why they kind of do all these flares so that you can kind of like tell the card color even if the border is changed, because unlike Eternal, where the border kind of like decide which color the card belongs to, in Standard you have like other indicators such as the cycle on the cost, and also there's the text in English on the bottom right that states what the colors of the card is. So now they can do this kind of like thing where if you you participate, then you get the original border. If you get into the top cut, then you get a silver border. And then if you get into like if you win the tournament, then you get a gold border version of the card. Which was a little bit confusing at first because I thought like, did they make like kind of like a generic card that is like uh, blue, white, and yellow? And then turns out I was like, and then I zoom in and like
No,
everything is great.
just gold and silver. Yeah.
Yeah. Also like the set doesn't like the new set doesn't have yellow, so like why would they do that? But yeah. So you can do Collabo Battle Extreme in Standard as well now. Yeah, this one is for Standard by the way.
Mm.
They just make it extreme from the very beginning. And yeah, for those who are new, what does the extreme signifies is that you previously you have the collaboration shop battle. So the collaboration format in Battle Spirits, as long as it's from a collaboration set, you can use any cards. So you can you can make a deck that has Gundam, Kamen Rider, Aikatsu, Tiger and Bunny inside. But in collaboration extreme format, you can only use cards from your own series for basically. So if you use Kamen Rider, then you can only use Kamen Rider cards. You can still mix between series, but you can only use Kamen Rider cards and cards with the Kamen Rider arts. And if you want to use Aikatsu, then you can only use Aikatsu cards, and so on and so on.
Yep.
So yeah, basically they are making it extreme from the very beginning in Standard. Gotta start early.
gotta limit the broken cards early.
Exactly. And yeah, this is the guy that I say that like the ones I said once I say this and then like, oh yeah, Emperor Emperor is all right.
I mean, wait, isn't this the worst? That's the worst one though.
Nah, this guy has an extra symbol.
Ah, okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah. So it is a little bit weaker on the level 2. Level 1 is the same, by the way.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah.
And well, I guess it is a little slightly more versatile, but again, yeah, Ayumu have also said that the Emperor is from the Ryuki family. It's like if you are playing Ryuki, then Emperor is still going to be better if you need it. If you need the vanilla at that cost, but like yeah, just in general, I think like this guy is a little bit more versatile, just by the virtue of like it is having an extra symbol. Because I think like at that point like you still it can still struggle to survive anyway. Well, not really struggle to survive, but how do I put this? But like you don't really want it to spend like 2 cores and then like if it dies it does nothing. Kind of thing.
Fair enough, yeah.
So like at the very least, like this guy can be kind of like a lightning rod. Because like while it is 7, like you might summon it during your main step 2. While it is still 7,000, maybe your opponent use their flame hurricane or something to kind of like destroy it before it got to level 2 and it become a little bit less manageable. So yeah, and when they do so, like you can use the EX symbol to summon your stronger card. So like that still works out, I think.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
And it's a pull. What not to love? Yay!
And I just realized it's a ball. I couldn't see.
Yeah. I just realized it myself. I thought it was some sort of other nondescript mechanical piece.
No, literally, that's what I thought as well.
I thought it was a dragon, but
oh my god.
Yeah, and then now that I look at it like very closely, and I realize that it has 2 horns, and it is on 4 legs. It is a bull. Yeah.
Oh, that's why it's a Fala Cattle.
Ah, I did not even read the name. As you said, like the lots of like the standard cards name feels like kind of like a gibberish in a way. So like not really gibberish, but like they just name it to name it. Like I did not really read too much about it, and like it is a cattle. Damn, that's kind of deep. And of course, like if as usual, because this new set SK is officially out now, if you fill in their survey, you can get a playmat design. You still have to print them yourself, but it is kind of nice. I would have preferred if it's just for because I mean like she's genuinely cool though. So like I would want to have a playmat with just Farah on it. That would have been very badass. Like especially because you can't really like see like the whole art this way, right? So like maybe like if you just put it put the flag spirits like standing on the battlefield, like basically like in the front or like with their army on their back, like wouldn't that be badass though?
Maybe, yeah.
One day maybe we'll have to make it ourselves. And like maybe nobody in Europe will know what battle spirits is, but like maybe we need to make one. Just because we are a battle spirits channel, and why not, I guess.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And speaking of battle spirits cards, like we have Advent, which if you are not familiar with Commander Ryuki, they have cards called the fan cards that basically give them access to the power of their mirror monsters. And that one is basically allows them to summon that mirror monster and have them attack the other party for us, for the rider. So like I kind of expected the Advent, if it is included in the game, would be some sort of way to summon the mirror monsters, because the mirror monsters themselves are included as spirits. But instead it is a way to it is still a way to get your mirror monsters out, but basically it is strong in another way because it's a 3 cost 2 reduction. You open top 3 cards of your deck, and then you can add 1 mirror monster and 1 Ryuki magic to your hand. The rest goes to the bottom. So it is not a guaranteed to draw, but it is a possible. It is a potential to draw in white, and that feels nice. Yeah. Although some people are like, kind of like giving like the, well, not really complaining. I guess it's just the post for this for the post that they use for this art is basically the post for like the final fan, which is the final attack. It's like, I guess that's kind of fair, but like usually also like Ryuki kind of like use advent and then final fan, so like I guess still works. I might remember it wrongly, so like if I remember it wrongly, please remind me in the comments. But yeah, kind of nice. I mean, like you can get like, you do have like 2 other fans so far. So you have sword fan and you have a shoot fan, and you have add fan. So you have like 3 target already. Just I guess like kind of enough. And I guess like with 1 cost, like trading like 1, I guess still kind of fine. And in the end, like you can still use it to kind of like as a BP plus as well. So not too shabby. Vento. Dum. And then we have Bones. We have Bone Swordsman. We have the Duskron, which is a part of the strategy that you really like, which is the shamanism. So if it is summoned by shamanism, you can treat all of its reduction symbol as it has been fulfilled. So even if you only have like 1 Babiana Rose on your field, you can still summon this guy at 2 costs instead of paying for 4. Not to mention that when it is destroyed, you can choose 2 opposing spirit. You send 1 core each that is not a soul core to the owner's reserve, which is kind of nice, isn't it? Yeah, and the art is also like really, really colorful. I don't know why. I mean, I was about to say poppin', but like, what is even poppin'? But like, yeah, it's very colorful. Kind of like it. Yeah. So what do you think as the purple guy, Ayumu?
I don't, to be fair, I don't really know how useful the first effect actually is. Because like, currently all the shamanism that can summon cost 5 or less, they're pretty high cost themselves. So by the time you'll be able to summon Dusk Crown, you still have enough reductions anyway. So I don't really know what they're expecting with like the first effect. The second effect's pretty decent though, actually. Yeah, I do like it.
Yeah, and it's a combo with the other guy from earlier, so you can destroy it and then draw 1. And then summon it again with shamanism. Damn. The combo is getting deep.
The combo's getting deep.
Deep. Yeah. But yeah, I guess I can kind of see your concern. Because like my other assumption was just like you use Legacy to summon Babiana Rose, and then now your field is empty, right? But like, I mean like, that is kind of like an advantage that comes out when kind of like when you are really like struggling. Like that's the other argument is like, does it help you out of your situation? But then again, yeah, I guess like having the option is still nice, I guess. But like how it is actually, if you can't tell, I can't tell either. I can't play purple. Like purple is the only color that I can't play. I don't know why. But I say that, and then like for the most part, I also don't understand how red works. But I just understand that Kiwami arms is very big, Which when it is summoned, you can destroy one opposing spirit that has BP 5000 or lower, which as we established is already kinda a lot of things that you can destroy. But if you summon it with form change, which I would assume it will be coming from the Kachidoki arms, which is his form before this one. It can destroy 10,000 BP or lower instead. And not only that, because Kiwami Arm's main strength is that it can use any lockset to kind of like use any weapon depending on what he needs.
Mm-hmm.
So like it is implemented here is that you can exhaust one of your other Kaim spirits, which will have like other locksets, and it basically gains that advantage by having a plus 5,000 BP. And it's not once per turn. Like as long as if you really need to win, you can exhaust 3 of your other Kaim spirits, and then it can get plus 15,000 BP.
Yeah, I didn't realize it's not once per turn as well.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
No, right? It's kind of like a nice thing to have. Although, like, yeah, again, like with Kaim, kind of like the kind of like now the main gimmick is that you give like your core to your main postcards, and then they will be the one fighting for you instead of like the porter guys kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, will be interesting. Also, like destroying like 10,000 or lower is kind of mad though. So I have to see like how Kachidoki Arms actually is, because like specific if we are talking about specs, like Kachidoki Arms is supposed to be like stronger than Kiwami Arms. Kiwami Arms main strong point comes from its flexibility. Like Kachidoki Arms is a little bit more specialized in strength. Kachidoki Arms, Kiwami Arms is a little bit more well rounded. That's supposed to be like the premise. Yeah, we'll be looking forward to the Kachidoki Arms as well. More orange. Speaking of more orange, we have the new. Well, it's not new, but like it's one of like the shop battle of one of the new shop battle promo, which is alternate art of sets. So if you win the tournament, you get the foil version. If you join, I guess you get the normal version. Although it's a rare, so it's probably just foil versus textured. But this is the reprint from like an alternate art from the one that you get from the starter deck basically. And yeah, I guess like I guess like it has more. They are trying to give like a more full art treatment.
Yeah.
So they can just squeeze everything to the bottom. So just realized now it felt kind of jarring. It felt like hey, this is the eternal design, isn't it? In a way. But this is Eternal's design, but they pump it to 11. Because Eternal is just this, but they kind of have like a invisible border in the back, so the text is still like pretty much in the same position, but they just remove like the text box. But like this one, they just remove everything, and then they just put everything to the bottom so you can fit more arts. Just kind of cool, I guess. And I guess like it can be kind of rewarding for people who want to play more for the collaborations. I guess that I guess this can work. Hey, actually, like, is the exit like the same way? Yeah, I just realized that. Although like, the exit is like literally the same. I mean, like they do like the squeeze to the bottom thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just realized that. Damn.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. Yeah, now we'll just have to wait for like the other two to get like the same treatment. Nice. Speaking of like the other two, like of course like now I guess like they don't they were more into the direction of like you can have like multiple postcards for your deck. And of course for X8, one of them is Genmu. Like don't know why I really like the art for this one. It feels very JoJo. And the effect is, if you are familiar with this, especially if you play Battle Spirit Saga, you will remember this as this thing called like Deadly Balance. The one is way more limited, so you have to destroy a Genmu that is a cost 4 or higher, and then you can choose one opposing spirit that is cost 5 or lower and destroy them. Like Genmu that is a higher cost, they have effects when they are destroyed. So yeah, that can be fun. And it has a EX symbol as well. So what not to love? Genmu is just very charismatic somehow. Yeah.
I never actually watch it, so can't comment.
I mean, like you look at the double XR and you can kind of tell.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Oh, it's Dan Kuroto game.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, that
Yes.
never clicked.
Yeah.
That never clicked for some reason, even though I still expected that. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess like the only context clue that you get if you don't watch the show, I guess that
It's the finisher.
Yeah, the finisher. Because like it has Dan Kuroto Shin Korin.
Yeah.
But like you can like read that effect name, but like it probably wouldn't stick. And like generally speaking, it works the same as the normal Shin Korin. So like you'll probably just say Shin Korin, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of wanted this card just for the art. I kind of wish like they would make a foil version of out of this. It's just a vibe. Speaking of vibes, this had bad vibes. Because most of like the cards that exhaust your spirits, they have to at least block or like attack or something. Like this guy, just by standing on your side of the field, when your opponent is trying to attack, they have to choose one of their they have to choose one of their spirit that is cost 3 or lower, and exhaust that. It is not the requirement. So like if that is like the cost 3 is like the last spirit that attacks, so like you can kind of work around it, but I just like feels like it just feels because like it doesn't even have to block, like it just have to exist, and then like now you are kind of gated from attacking.
Yeah, this is like really decent, not gonna lie.
Exactly.
I mean, the fact that it has EX symbol as well.
Exactly. It just makes things like from oh to oh. Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally it's same as like the blue Nessus, right? It's like it's a disruption card that forces the opponent to deal with it. But if they do, then you get an EX symbol. So it's like
yeah. The only solace is that the spirit, and yeah, I guess like depending on how your deck works, like I guess like yeah, you will probably summon your cost 3 or lower during the main step 2 anyway. But like at some point, it will be annoying. Like, ew, it's just ew. Because like at some point you will have like, yeah, or everything on my side of the field is like cost 2. It's like, oh, damn. Could have rushed you to death otherwise, but like now I can only attack like 3 times instead of like 5. That doesn't work. But yeah, this one I kind of like. Just because I don't know why, but I have like this infatuation with the Column Craft, with this card called Column Craft, which is basically a magic and original Battle Spirits that allows you to turn one of your nexus into a spirit. Don't know why that imagery is just like sticks with me. I don't know how to describe that feeling, but yeah, I really like Column Craft. And this card is basically Column Craft with a body. Although it can be pretty awkward, because like you basically exhaust this card and then your nexus becomes a spirit.
Yeah, it's like I don't know how to feel this card.
Yeah, I guess like if they do more cards that deploys Nexus from your trash, which then it will probably break the balance a little bit, but but yeah, I guess like the argument is then, yeah, don't know. Yeah, it at this point like it was kind of awkward, especially as Cyan 3 as well. Cyan 3 Nexus so far, like the only one that you might be okay with it is with it being destroyed is the one that from earlier. Like that one you might be kind of okay for it to be destroyed, but like if you want to bring out that Nexus and discard, then you basically have to pay like a lot. Like even if you already have reduction, you have to pay a total of 4. And then you still have to have other spirit to attack. Like either you have to wait until your opponent attacks, in which like if you have to push it until you only have 1 core left on it, like 5,000 is still kind of manageable to kind of like remove. 7,000 maybe a little bit harder. But then you have to wait until the flash timing happens, and then you can do column craft, and then the number of your blockers still doesn't change anyway. But then I guess if they do include stuff that refresh your spirits at the end step, I guess it might be something. Don't know.
Yeah. If they do something like that, yeah. But like I think in general, just like one of those cards where like because it's easier to deploy a Nessus or recycle a Nessus and recycling spirit card in the stack. It's probably like the idea is like, oh yeah, you just use as like the Nessus as like scapegoat, things like that.
True.
I guess.
Yeah.
Still a very awkward card.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I really like the effects, but like the way it is activated is a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
And also I mean like again like against it kind of feels like it goes against the philosophy of like simplifying things. Because you are adding like one game state that must be managed like very manually.
I mean, you gotta add some little gimmicks here and there. Like if people don't like it, they don't have to use it.
True.
But like you have people like you who like really like those kind of stuff.
Yeah. I like forcing things that are not supposed to be attacking to attack. Oh, I get this. That kind of brings me back because like the first time I made Hephaestus, like my first goal is not to use Falcon Golem. My first goal is to use the curse spray for Scorpio, and then like make all of my Saga Brave like chonky and unblockable if I'm not wrong. So it's like, don't know why. This sounds like a good idea. In the end, I won with Falcon Golem. So like, yeah, why am I even doing this? But yeah, it's cool. When it happens, it's cool. But in the end, how do I win my battles? I can either like summon 2 more Braves and maybe like reduce 2 of their lives, and then I will have 1 hand, or I can summon my Falcon Golem, and my opponent will die. Decisions. But yeah, hopefully, I mean, like this card probably is going to be more of a precedent. Like, hopefully, they will make more cards like this, and one of them will be like less awkward. Hopefully, yeah, or like maybe if you make a Nexus, then you can, or maybe maybe it's going to be like those kind of effects that refresh your spirit, but like don't allow them to attack again. It's like maybe like to kind of like cheat out the multi attack instead of like you can either choose to leave it as a blocker, or you can just exhaust it to make a Nexus. Then you can have an extra attack still. So it's kind of like a multi attack combo, but like you can have to have 3 cards to do that. So which I guess like it's going to be still be really strong, but like still kind of okay, I guess. Also, like most of the nexus are like really small, so if you play mirror, then it's going to be really easy for the opponent to remove them as well. Yeah. And then speaking of like drawing into your cards, we have the new paradigm gravity version of Kamen Rider Zets, which as usual when it is summoned, now I guess like the standard is you pay 3 to draw 1. But if you use form change, which means you can summon it for free, if you use the other forms to attack, you get to draw 2 instead. Wow, a 2-card combo.
Wow.
A 2-card combo that gives you 1 body, refresh that can block while giving you 2 cards. That's actually pretty nice. Yeah, maybe if I do crack like the starter deck, yeah, I'll maybe for the mid game focus on like the cost 6 form change, I guess, just to get the 2, draw the extreme, finish the game. But what do you think? Is it worth it, Ayumu? I actually like haven't checked like the other.
I mean, you have to put in form change targets anyway. So like you also have to think about that, like, it's less of the target that you're summoning and more of like you want to recycle the card with form change.
Yep.
So it's like, the fact that you can summon this and then draw 2 is actually a really great bonus. I would say. So like I think it's a decent card. Like I would say the only thing missing is like, but it might be too greedy. But if it has an EX symbol, that would have been way better.
Oh my god. Yeah, it is indeed very greedy.
Yeah, cause like the BP isn't even that great on this card.
Yeah, it's going to appear just to die.
Yeah, no, literally, yeah.
But yeah, so far I see that the sets that we get are mostly summoning cost 5. So now it kind of makes sense. Now it all kind of clicks why the soul magic is kind of like it's like that, which boosts one of your spirit plus 3,000, and then if the boosted spirit has a form change, then you get 1 draw. I guess that's kind of what they wanted to do. So you use the soul magic to kind of like help this card survive, and then help the form change spirit survive, and then you change it to this card. Then you do that again next turn. Yeah, making the form change actually like the core of the strategy is in its own way kind of nice for them. Yeah. But yeah. And I guess this should be the last one. Yeah, this is actually the last one. So we have Sword Pen, which features Kamen Rider Odin. This is soul magic that if all of your spirit, you choose one of your Yuki and Kamen spirits, so you cannot target your mirror monsters, because of course like the fan cards are used by the riders and not the monsters. During this battle it gets plus 4,000, which is for now, I think like it's the highest that you can go with magic.
Can't remember. I think so. Maybe.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Wait, what was that green current magic?
Oh.
From like the main set.
Oh, is that even bigger?
I think that one has like 7,000, doesn't it?
Oh, I will check it out.
Hydro Force. Let's see. Yeah, 7,000. Yeah.
Oh.
7 minus 4 with legacy.
Jesus. I'm okay with being wrong, but I did not expect that it will be that far away. Damn. But yeah, 4,000, like I guess like yeah, because like Hydro Force is I guess like the kind of the outlier. Like still kind of I guess like kind of like that's the range that they wanted to go with. So like I guess like magic that costs up to 4. So 3 to 4 they will push like 3,000. Like magic that cost like 3 or less will push like at most 2,000, which makes stroke trailing kind of like strong. And then like 5 will be like on 4,000, I guess. Yeah, so actually not too shabby. Also like during this battle, if that spirit wins the BP comparison, you get to draw 1 as well. So I was like kind of like debating if your main card is Ryuki, it feels kind of like conflicting at first because you do get an unblockable if you use Ryuki for attacking. But then again, Ryuki's effect to activate a magic right away is also activated when it is blocking. So like then that becomes scary on its own because like now when you block, you can just throw a sword fan directly, and then now your Ryuki is going to be very chunky when while it's already blocking, and if it wins, it replaces itself as well. And you haven't even used your soul core, so like if your opponent has anything else, then you can use your soul core to use soul magic for something else. Damn. actually not too shabby. And even if you get the unblockable, like still like 4,000 is still pretty big enough to kind of like help you to avoid like stuff that destroys your spirits. Not that I don't think like anything can touch Ryuki that easily anyway, so like plus 2,000 will still help, but like yeah. Damn. That's kinda sick.
Yep.
Speaking of sickness.
This
Speaking of sickness.
is getting too hot for you.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, am I going to collapse just as we finish like the last news cards? Nah, I am not that unhealthy. Maybe trust.
Maybe.
So yeah, it is what it is. So I guess, yeah, I still have to. I mean, like it is not sickness, but yeah, it is. Yeah, the weather changes significantly, so I do still have to adjust my body. Like it's going to take a while before my brain works. It is 100%. That's probably why if you guys can leave us something on coffee. Not just kidding. if you do leave something, I will use them to buy air conditioning though. No, just kidding. No, don't feel pressured. We are here because we like it, I guess.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like haven't you seen like the one that I sent to the group that CEO in, I guess like in Singapore, says that work-life balance obsession is a red flag, claims people should enjoy their jobs more.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're not a team, Ayumu. We are a family. I say that as I uttered the most red flag employer thing ever. Yeah, basically if you
You're a CEO right there.
Exactly. Nah, just kidding. But yeah. I mean, like we are here because we like the game and we want you to like the game as well. Although it is the hit is excruciating and I can collapse at any time, we'll still do it for the most part. Unless I'm actually sick, then yeah, maybe it's finally if you wait for like more than 80s and there's no new episodes, then maybe I'm actually sick. Yeah. But I guess while I am still loading for what else I can, for other tangents that I can talk about, as usual, if you have any questions, comments, or requests, do feel free to send it to us to our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com, Or if you're listening to this on YouTube or Spotify, do feel free to comment on the episode as well. So yeah, the summer has just begun. Like I thought I am already suffering, but like the peak of summer is still far away. Today it's 17 degrees, which there's not much wind, so it doesn't feel that way. It's going to rain a lot for the next week. So like the only good thing about summer that in which your clothes will dry a little bit faster is now also a little bit gone. So yeah, it's what it is. But also next month is my birthday, yay! I'm going to celebrate it with what money, I don't know. Just going to treat myself somehow.
Good
Yep.
luck.
Yep.
Have fun, I guess.
Yeah, anyway. Guess before I actually collapse from the heat, guess that has been everything that we can share for this week. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you all in the next turn. Bye bye. Yeah, time to open the window and let the new winds in.